Yo, what's good, fam? This is Reggie Cross, and you're locked into Behind the Lines, where we don't chase clout, we break it down, crack it open, and tell it how it is. And today, we got one that's either complete nonsense or Dana White level matchmaking genius. Word is, UFC 319's co-main is gonna be Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, let that marinate for a minute. One of the baddest, bloodiest dudes to ever walk into a cage versus a man who's best known for eating pizza post-fight and talking like Peaky Blinders, and yet it might be brilliant. Let's break down why this fight's got everybody talking, how it even came to be, and why it might shake the whole damn lightweight division, whether we like it or not. Quick health update. Lots of y'all asked about Ben Askren after our previous video coverage from my boy Jax. Well, here's the latest. Former UFC star and Olympian Ben Askren, 40, underwent a double lung transplant on June 30 after a severe bout of pneumonia left him in critical condition. His wife, Amy, shared emotional updates expressing gratitude for the donor and medical team and asking for continued prayers as he begins his recovery. He'd been hospitalized in Wisconsin, placed on a ventilator June 17th, then listed for a transplant June 24. Jake Paul and others have sent support and donations. So far, he's in stable hands. And while recovery's gonna be slow, folks say he's showing strength and that funky spirit is still fighting. We wish him only the best. Here at Behind the Lines, myself and Jax followed his career for many years, and I even saw him fight back in 2012 against Lima. Good dude. Hope he recovers. All the prayers to the Askren family. Now let's get into today's video. This whole thing popped off, not from Dana, not from a press release, but from Dricus Du Plessis. The middleweight champ dropped by Ahmed Amwell's YouTube channel, probably thinking it was just a regular interview. But then, out of nowhere, Dricus just lets this one go. The co-main event is Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. That's an awesome fight. No pause, no backpedal, like it's already signed and sealed. That one sentence got the MMA world in a headlock.
Co-main event is Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. That's an awesome fight.
That's gonna be a sick one.
Now, here's the kicker. Gaethje's manager just said, if Justin doesn't get the next title shot, he might retire.
But to say, hey, listen, unless you give me a title shot, I'm retiring. That's pretty wacky.
Meanwhile, Paddy had that infamous stare down with Iliad. One Dana White called out as pure nonsense. So when Dricus leaks this, it hits different. It feels like somebody said the quiet part out loud. Let's not lie. On paper, this fight don't make a lick of sense. Justin Gaethje is a walking fire hazard. Former interim champ, knocked out Michael Johnson in his debut, then went to war with Poirier, Chandler, Fiziev. Dude's been through more dogfights than a rogue drone. Paddy Pimblett, cool personality, big following, but resume-wise, he just scraped by 2023's Tony Ferguson, the version of Tony that looked more like an Uber driver than a former interim champ. So yeah, rankings-wise, this fight is robbery with no mask. But when has that ever stopped the UFC? 2025 ain't about rankings, it's about revenue, storylines, buzz, Twitter engagement. Gaethje brings violence, Paddy brings virality. That's the kind of math Dana understands real well. Now let's talk style. Gaethje is violence incarnate. Low kicks that feel like getting jumped with a baseball bat. A right hand like a steel door slam. And now that he's under Trevor Whitman, it's precision plus pain. He ain't just a brawler anymore. He's a calculated killer. Every step forward is a trap. Every swing is a setup. Paddy, man's funky, hands low, wild swings, throws kicks from weird angles, but he gets touched. A lot. His jiu-jitsu is legit, but to use it, he's gotta survive the incoming storm. And Gaethje's the storm that don't let you think. If this hits the ground, maybe Paddy eats. But the odds of it getting there without Paddy waking up to bright lights and Joe Rogan crouching next to him. Now let's get serious about the stakes. This ain't just a fight. It's a fork in the road for both of them. Gaethje takes this fight, wins it, and he's right back in the title picture. no matter what Dana says. Crowd goes crazy, fans start demanding he face Topuria, and suddenly, that retirement talk, poof, gone. For Paddy, this is his fast pass to the front of the line. One upset here, and the UK's got its next pay-per-view king. He don't need a belt, he needs a moment. And beating Gaethje clean or controversial gives him that moment. The UFC ain't about who deserves it anymore. It's about who sells it. That whole retirement line from Gaethje's team, that was a power play, pressure tactic, saying give us a title shot or watch us bounce. But Gaethje's smart, real smart. He knows beating Paddy ain't just another win. It's a headline. It's a viral clip. It's a crowd favorite flattening the internet's loudest fighter. That's better leverage than any interview. That's how you force Dana's hand without even saying a word. And let's be honest, Gaethje loves fights like this. Fast pace, high stakes, high damage. This ain't a trap for him. It's bait he plans on eating alive. Let's talk nightmare scenario for the hardcore fans anyway. What if Paddy pulls it off? What if he weathers the storm, gets the takedown and taps Gaethje? Or even crazier, somehow wins a split decision after dancing around leg kicks for 3 rounds. The internet would eat this up, Reddit would be popping off, and Dana, he books Paddy versus Topuria in London and watches the money rain. It'd be chaos and confusion for the division, but it'd be business. Paddy don't need respect, he needs momentum. And if he wins this, he gets it in spades. Let's zoom out. 2025 has been straight up unpredictable. Amanda, the GOAT, comes back after Kayla Harrison wins gold and calls her out. John Jones dips again. Topuria becomes a problem nobody can ignore. And now maybe we may get Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. It don't have to make sense. It just has to work. The UFC ain't running on rankings anymore. It's running on chaos. And right now, chaos sells better than belts. So whether this fight happens or not, the fact we're even talking about it, that tells you everything. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, that fight will be straight fire, yo. And if this fight does happen, the ripple effect is nuts. Arman, Sarukian, Dariush, Gamrot, these dudes all sitting in the dark like, what more do I gotta do? They grinding through wars, and Paddy might cut the whole line because of charisma and clout. But that's the game now. Get hot, stay loud, and pray Dana's in a good mood. If Gaethje wins, he probably leapfrogs them all. If Paddy wins, he rewrites the blueprint entirely. So yeah, Gaethje versus Pimblett is wild, but in a year full of surprises, it might be the most UFC thing ever. 2 dudes, 2 different paths, one fight that might blow up the rankings and reset the rules. Gaethje wants legacy, Paddy wants a moment, the UFC wants numbers, and all of us, we just want to see what happens. This is Reggie Cross for Behind the Lines. Thanks for chilling with me. If you're feeling the vibe, hit that subscribe. Stay tuned. If you love the fight game and hate the politics, drop your picks in the comments. Gaethje with the sprawl and brawl and maybe a walk-off KO, or Paddy with the upset. Remember, hype fades, legacy don't. Catch y'all in the next one.
745.